Hello, Gajanan. Good evening.
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
How are you?
I am fine, sir. What about you, sir?
I am also fine. How was your day?
My day was fine, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Wait a minute. I just also joining.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, Akshay.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let's start.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Gajanan. Tell me something about yourself so I can understand what.
Yes. Thank you, sir, for giving me such an opportunity to introduce myself. Sir, I am Gajanan Madhukar Kadam. I have completed my graduation from SRTM University, Nanded. I have the proper location is Nanded, Maharashtra. From last 3 years, I am doing as a job as IT developer. So in that experience, initially I joined as a UI developer, and from last 1 year, I doing job as a Angular developer. In that job profile, so I doing work on the functionality. That means first of all, we create the web page by the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, SAS, and with the help of Angular modules, Angular services, okay, and the components. So we give the functionality to the project. So our project is that there is the one service from the SIS, that means the International School Services. So where we doing the job, and that in that service we provide the functionality over the coding. So that is my profile, and that is my work in that company. So the work is going on. So this is about me, sir.
Okay. When you completed your engineering?
Sir, 2010.
Okay. So after completing engineering, what you done?
Sir, basically I have work as a lecturer for near about 6 to 8 years. So because of a family problem, but actually, my experience, my interest is towards the IT, but because of some reason that not possible at that time. But before 3 years, that means in 2017, so my friend is a IT developer, so that means that acquired the some skills. So my interest is also there, so that's why I have also acquired the near about HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Those are all relevant skills. So according to that, as per that skills, so I joined one company, that is the Archisoft, and then now I am here.
Okay. Why did you decide to apply this job?
Sir, in the current company, from the last 1 to 2 months, the work is that to solve the testing errors and to find out to garbage the bugs. And now I identify that I want to explore my knowledge to get some skills and develop ourselves. So that's why I approaching your company.
Okay. So tell me something about your experience in your current organization.
Yes, sir. Whenever we're doing the job in the current organization, that means on the current project. So at that time we use the that means RxJS as a library. So with the help of RxJS library and the basic building blocks, that means the components. So we that means apply the functionality over the our project. So our project basically is the that means the service. That is one type of service which helpful to the that means the I can say um, job searcher, the for the school purpose. That means international school is there. International, that means the one service that is for the international school. So for searching the jobs, I can say for the members.
Okay. What did you like most about your current job?
The atmosphere is very healthy. That means those work handle over our team, so that we find we completed with the team. So that is the most beneficial I can say situation in my team, in my organization. So we shall complete that always with the team.
Okay. Describe the workplace where you will be most happy and productive.
So I always happy with the functionality, that means with the Angular as compared to the UI, because I know that whenever we doing that means the better functionality, so that is directly viewed to the UI, that means on the browser. So with the help of Angular, with the help of CSS, so we create the colorful website or the most attractive website. So that is very happy to me.
Okay. What you like, working from home or work from office?
Uh, uh, so that it depends on the that means company proper location.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, our company is based in Pune. So if we select you, then you need to come to Pune office. So are you comfortable for that?
Yes, yes, no doubt.
Okay. Akshay, do you have any questions?
So no question.
Okay. So what are your project? describe something about your project.
That means the project which is going on in current company.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We just checking that means a relevant path which is handle over to our team. After that, which type of functionality will be applied on that. So whenever we got some that means correct answer, so we try to apply for that. And after getting some solution, so definitely we apply that, and then by using some like this main application, we test that
Okay.
and hand over the application.
On which version, which Angular version you are working on?
So Angular 10,
Okay. And which is the latest version?
Angular 14.
Okay. So what is the difference between Angular 8 and Angular 10?
Uh, sir, the first difference is that Angular 10 is compiled with the help of JIT, and after Angular 9, the by default compilation we have to be done with the help of AOT. That is the basic difference. Then Angular, that means the previous Angular is depends on the JS, and Angular 14. I can say about the Angular 14 that depends on the TypeScript. But whenever we describe about the Angular 10 and Angular 8 and Angular 9, so that is the basic difference which is compiled with the help of AOT and JIT. And obviously Angular 9 is faster than the Angular 8.
No, I am asking about Angular 8 and 10.
Yes, sir. Because from Angular 9, we use AOT as a compiler. And with the help of that compiler, AOT compiler, we reduce the size of application also. That means double. That means you can reduce the size as compared to the JIT compiler. So that is the most beneficial use of AOT, and it handle the detection. That means error detection also. It provide the more security as compared to JIT. That is the AOT compiler. And the most important point is that so with the help of AOT, we can compile within the that means execution. So that means within the execution, also with the also over the time. That means ahead of the time. So that is the two type of benefits you can get with the help of AOT.
Okay. So what is your role in your project?
So as a Angular, that means yes sir, yes sir. To apply the functionality with the help of Angular 10 application. That means I use components, services, modules,
Okay. What is
routing, software. Yes, sir. Sir, component is a basic building block. With the help of the basic building block components, we can apply the services also, we can apply the modules also. So for doing the functionality to the application.
okay? What are the basic building blocks of Angular?
Sir, there are four basic building blocks: modules, services, templates, that means templating, and metadata, that means decorators.
Okay. When we compile any Angular application, that time which file will render first?
So that is the root file. That means the app.module. That means app component file.
Okay. What is the tsconfig file
Sorry, sir.
in our Angular modules? Do you know Angular modules, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I am asking what is the tsconfig.json file? Why we use that?
Because sir, by default in bootstrapping we pass app module file as a parameter. So by default that render on the browser
No, no.
initially.
I am asking about the tsconfig.json file.
So that is used for creating the JSON package and JSON package log file.
Okay.
Package JSON and package JSON log file.
No. Yeah. This is the package JSON is a different file. Okay. tsconfig.json is a different one, right?
Yes, sir. So the
Okay.
I think, sir, that is useful to configure. That means compiling the whole file at a time
Okay.
in TypeScript.
Okay. Why is the karma file? Karma.config.js.
Yes, sir.
Why we use karma.config.js?
So exactly, I don't know the answer, but I think that is carry out the execution of the application that you have to be used over there. That means I like Bootstrap. I like suppose we use CDN. We use extra. That means outside the application for Angular.
What is CDN?
So yes, sir.
What is CDN?
So that is the content delivery network. By using that, we can improve the web application. That means performance of our web application with the help of CDN.
How we can use the CDN?
So basically, we for that purpose we use the semantic tags. So because the semantic tags means that that is the such type of tags as like the table, then aside, header, footer. So that type of tags are identical to the user also, that means developer also, as well as identical to the browser also. So that is very helpful to the rendering purpose. So that is semantic tags. So such type of semantic tags whenever you use as like audio, video, then image tag. So by using that, we can increase the performance of our web application or web server.
No, I am asking about the CDN, right? You are giving me answer about the semantic tag, but I asked you question about the CDN.
So I know about only that CDN is the content delivery network. So with the help of
Yeah,
that,
yeah, CDN is a content delivery network. Okay. So
we
why
can
we use?
improve the performance of the web application.
So how
That means
we how? Okay.
whenever we need to jump our web on the top of the subscription, so we can acquire that. That means we can uh, I can say achieve that with the help of CDN.
I think you are talking about the SEO.
Uh,
Are you confused between SEO and CDN?
no, sir, no. Sir, SEO I know. SEO means search engine optimization. So search engine optimization is helpful to increase the performance of our web application, and CDN is also increase the performance of web browser. That means within the quick time, we can rendering the file. That means the response from the HTTP we can achieve with the help of CDN.
Okay, then how can we improve our how can reduce our what is called
Time.
yeah, reduce time? How can we reduce the searching time?
So with the help of SEO,
Okay.
that may be one point. There may be so many points, but I know only one.
Okay. No issue. Then what is the bootstrapping model in Angular?
So bootstrapping model is the root module. That is by default we have to be execute in our application. That is app module.
Okay. Okay. Okay, then what is RxJS?
So RxJS is a library which is used for apply the functionality to the Angular application. So with the help of observables, we can achieve that. Then RxJS is a strong or most useful library for the Angular. With the help of that, we can 100% achieve the those we required, and that means whenever we apply the components from outside, that means we describe our application into the number of components. So at that time, we can use the RxJS for the application. That means for better functionality.
Okay, then what is multicasting?
Multitasking?
Multicasting.
No, sir. Sorry.
Okay, no issue. Do you know any shorthand notation for subscribe method?
No, sir.
Okay, no issue. What is the difference between promise and observable? Can you explain any 3 points?
Yes, sir. Sir, in a promise, at a time we can pass only one value, and in observable case we can pass number of values for consuming purpose. Then in a promise, uh, whenever we create something, so that should be start to execution. But observable is not like that. Whenever we need, whenever we require, so at that time only that start to execute.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What is custom pipe? What is pipe? First of all, what is pipe?
Yes, sir. Pipe means we can say with the help of pipe, we can show the special form to the elements. That means we can show the UI in the different forms with the help of pipes.
Okay.
That means suppose there is the one date. Whenever we use a date with the help of pipe, so in special form we can show on UI that date. Then suppose we can use number. So with the help of that number, we can show on UI that in special form. So like that, we can use number of methods of pipe. So we can different. That means we can show the UI by different way.
Okay. Can you write any code for that custom pipe?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please share your screen and write a code for any custom pipe.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Please share your screen.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes.
Please create the pipe, custom pipe without using CLI. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. No,
Please
sir.
don't
I
use
don't know about
CLI.
to create the custom pipe, sir. But I can apply the method of pipe.
Okay, no issue. I just want to. I just interested in the program for the custom pipe.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, no issue.
Are you done, Gajanan?
Sir, laptop is now hanging. Sir, one
Okay,
minute.
okay,
Don't
got,
don't
got.
don't run that code. Just explain
Okay,
what
got
you.
it.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir. Sir, this is a HTML file and this is a component TS file. So first of all, those we want to show on UI. So for that purpose, we create one property here, MSG message. So having type is string, and in front of that we write that we want to show on the UI. So that is I love JS JavaScript. My purpose is that with the help of a pipe to show the uppercase all that means I love and JS. So for that purpose, I use here so pipe uppercase.
Okay,
Yes, yes, got it.
but this is not a custom pipe, right?
Yes, sir.
But this is not a custom pipe.
No, no, sir, no, sir. This is not a custom pipe. This is the only one method. Or I can say this is the one only conflict. With the help of that, we can uppercase all characters.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you know life cycle hooks?
Yes, sir. So, sir, the Angular application is one type of process. In that process, whenever the things are goes on, so that application starts from its initiation to the end of the program. So in which first of all, by default, rendering is the constructor. Constructor method is render first of all. After that, ng on changes. If in the file there are some modification, so that create modification with the help of ng on changes. After that, if we declare some methods or we declare some property uh, in this class, so that you have to be execute with the help of ng on in it. So after ng on changes, so execute the ng on init method. So like that, then ng do check for that is for checking purpose, testing purpose, and the last one is the ng on destroy. So that is the last. That means the end of the program.
Okay. Do you know routing?
Yes, sir. So
Okay.
with the help of routing, we can select the required path. That means on which path will be apply, we will be go. So for that purpose, we have to use the routing. So the basically routing has two way. Uh, that means route as a route service and a router activated service. So route service is used for the absolute path, that means the base URL, and a router activated service is used for the current URL, that means the relative path.
Okay. What is lazy loading?
So lazy loading, that word, I think observable is one type. So in that observable, so that means by default observable is lazy. Uh, I can say subscriber by
Okay.
consuming.
No issues. Um, Suppose I I want to navigate my one screen to the another screen by using routing. So how can we achieve
So with the help of sir,
on the click button
on the click button.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, on the click button, first of all, we should apply one click event. Then in the TS file, that click event property we have to create. And then with the help of routing and the path of the routing, so that path we have to be used here with the help of params or with the help of snapshot params also. There are two types, snapshot param and params with the help of subscribe. That subscribe as a observable.
Okay. Okay, Gajanan. Do one thing. Create one new file and write a function for that. Don't write here. Uh, Go to file and create one new file and write there. Don't open.
So I will
There is a option near a file to create file. Okay.
that means new project.
No new project. A new file in this same project. Go to your Visual Studio.
Yes,
Place
sir.
your open this same project. Do you have any notepad?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right there. You can write there as well. No problem.
Shall I close this also?
Yeah, you can.
Sorry, sir, but my laptop is not so fast, so that's why there is some
Okay, no issue.
problem.
Okay, okay, no problem.
Yes, sir.
That's why I'm asking to open a notepad so it will render fast. Go to that search box
Yes, sir.
and write notepad. Yeah, there is a notepad. Open it right here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, write a function to navigate from one screen to another screen when on the click event.
Sir, if in HTML file we give some click event name, so that you have to be used here like this. Then this on click method is under class. That's why we can use here this dot. For that purpose, suppose you declare here one property. Suppose click no, no need this dot this service name. First of all, sir, there is the one service private. That means where from where we can take the basic data. That means from service. So this is as per the condition. And for the purpose, we should give some path in the routing. That means in app module.ts file. So with the help of this router, sir, activated route, we can give so we can redirect from absolute path to the current path.
Okay.
And there should be there should be requirement of one observer, and that has to be done with the help of this subscribe. So subscribe work is that to observe the any input in the URL, then that input take in this file, and then changes goes on. That means that is doing the observer work for the activated route.
Okay. So are you done, or you are continue writing the code?
No, sir.
You done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me what why you use a private in constructor?
Sir, that is the accessor modifier. So by using that private data accessor modifier, we can private the data. That means that data we can't allow to access from outside the constructor. That means outside their class. So that's why we use their word private. So that is the shorthand initialization for the constructor.
You use the same name for a router as well as for activated route, so it will work.
No, sir. This is the only declaration. Router.
Yeah, yeah. Both declaration is used
Yes, sir.
by
Yes, sir.
same name, right?
Yes, sir.
So it will work.
Yes, sir.
How can it work? Router's declaration is with the same name, right? Route. There is a no
Yes,
spelling
sir.
change,
Okay, okay.
right?
Sir, you
And
mean the
activated route declaration is also with the same keyword.
okay, okay, sir. You mean this ROUT small, okay, this declaration.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
sir, no, sir. Here should be suppose one or two. I should write.
And where you called your function?
Sir, so this dot data service,
Okay, why you write the ng on in it?
sir, in this function there is no need,
Okay,
but whenever if there is suppose property that we use for UI, so that property or that method we can execute in this ng on it.
okay. Can we use it navigate method?
Yes, sir.
Why you use the snapshot here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So actually here should be navigate. Yes, sir.
There you need to apply path, right?
Yes, sir.
And navigate. can we use a navigate to data service by using data service?
Sorry, sir.
Navigate is not a part of a data service. So how can you use a navigate property here using a data service as well?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Okay, no problem. By using a router, we can use a navigator. Okay, not from data service. Okay,
Yes, sir.
no, Gajanan. By using router, we can use navigator. For router, you already declared their route keyword.
Using small case. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Okay, no problem.
Okay, no issue. I have provided one array in chat box. I just want to find out one duplicate number from this array. So write a code
Yes, sir.
in that same file that you have used
Semi
earlier. No, no, no. You can write in.
notepad or JS file.
You can write it in Notepad also. It takes time. Please close this VS Code and just write the code in uh, simple Notepad.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just remove that double comma from the last second last. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what was the question?
Yes, I want to find out the duplicate number within that array. So write a code for finding a duplicate number.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh,
Yes, sir.
are you done from your side?
Yes, sir.
So can you please explain me your code?
Yes, sir, surely. So this is the array that is
Okay.
given by you. First of all, I have create one container object for checking purpose. This any element is there or not. If suppose 12 element is there, if is there, so then uh, the iteration directly goes out of this loop. Yes, sir.
Sorry, actually, I'm not getting your point. Why you use that array or object?
Sir, that is used to checking. That means that single element is in that container or not. If there is that there is no in that component, suppose this object is one container. So if negation object of element, if in this object this element is available, then directly jump this function outside the this if condition. And if suppose this object is initially this object is, that means this let object container is blank, empty. That means what? If negation of object of array first element, that means 12. 12 is not available in object.
Actually, your object has nothing to.
That is the only container, sir.
Okay.
If negation of object of element, that means what exactly? In this object, from this array, no any one element is there. So having negation, if there is no, then only array dot push first element. Okay, so below that line, what I would I try to say object element. That means in that object the first element is available. So that's why I write here true. So object of element, that is true. That means there is available the first element. Actually, that element I push in array, but I customize declare here object element is true. Again, for second condition, if negation of object element, that means this 12 object, this 12 number is in array, as well as I consider that is in object. So negation of object, now the condition is what?
True.
True. So that's why that doesn't push in the array. So like that, I can find out 12 as a single element, 2 as a single element, 5, because in this total array only two elements, sorry, only one element is that 5 and last 5. That is only duplicate.
Gajanan,
Yes,
can I
sir.
say something? You returned object of element is equal to true, right?
Yes, sir.
So after that, after a first condition, suppose I am suppose it will work. Okay, first condition, if your first condition it works,
Let's
then
suppose.
Yes, sir.
I'm saying suppose, yeah, then object for a second time object of elect is equal to true, you give a negation, so it will become a false, right?
Yes, sir.
So for second time it will not enter in your if condition. Okay,
Yes, sir.
right? For third time as well it will not enter in your condition. For fourth time as well it will not enter in your condition. So for fifth time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for sixth time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for seventh time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for eighth time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for ninth time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for tenth time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for 11th time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for 12th time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for 13th time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for 14th time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for 15th time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for 16th time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for 17th time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for 18th time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for 19th time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for 20th time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for 21st time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for 22nd time as well, it will not enter in your condition. So for 23rd time as well, it will not enter in your condition.
Hello, sir.
Actually, Abhijit have some internet issue, I think. So I'm worried. I'm a little bit confused about that object. I'm
One
not
minute,
clear
sir.
why you use that object here.
1 minute, sir. Charging is
And you have do you call your function? Then how can that function executes?
Hello, Gajanan. Can you hear me?
Yes, Abhijit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You are getting my point.
Abhijit,
No,
can
sir.
you repeat yourself?
Gajanan, you are
Yes, sir.
getting my you are getting my point.
No, sir. Till now. Please, you can repeat.
You said your condition saying if it object dot elay is false, right?
Yes, sir.
Then it will come into uh, your if condition.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but you are giving true one time. Okay, not not giving object of elay is equal to false. So how it should change the their value? It will remains true and it will remains false in if condition. It will not changing. And nevertheless, we forget about that. Uh, on above, you used let duplicate. What is duplicate?
So duplicate, that means this 5 number is suppose here. Then we check 9. Then iterate the loop. That means that 9 number is also push. It will also push in array. Then 10 will also push in array because that is
You
not
use
available. That's why the condition
use
is
the
there.
you use the arrow function on duplicate, right?
Yes, sir. That was the question, no, sir.
No, I'm not getting your
Sir,
problem.
sir, we will check on the VS Code.
Okay, do it. Okay, Gajanan, no problem. You check your code after that. Alright.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay. And thank you for joining. And best of luck for your future. Okay. Thank you, Akshay, for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gajanan. Thank you, Abhijit.
Thank you, sir.